Today we're going to try Whataburger's new chili cheeseburger, which seems like the most obvious thing on earth. I like chili burgers. I miss Tommy's. I used to live in Vegas and go to Tommy's. Chili burgers, great place. But anyway, now we're at Whataburger. I don't know what their chili is going to taste like. I've never had chili from Whataburger. And they also put Fritos on the top, which is an interesting thing. I'm going to try to show you without spilling this all over the place because it's a little bit messy. All right. There, hopefully that's a good enough angle. Chili, Fritos, onions, and mustard. That's the topping. So it's almost like a traditional kind of chili topped hot dog, except it's on a burger and it's got Fritos. So I don't know why I said it's traditional. It's not, but you know, mustard and onions, traditional with chili. Let me put that cheese away. So this sounds great to me. Hopefully their chili's good. After the blue cheese peppercorn ranch burger, I'm a little bit wary. And also, I'm a little bit annoyed that this costs $8.99. This burger's $8.99. Of course, Whataburger's always been expensive, but they keep pushing the limit. They just keep pushing me. I'd rather just get a patty melt most of the time. So if this beats the patty melt, I'd be surprised, but you never know. I'm going to try to go in with an open mind. Chili cheeseburger, obviously, it sounds great. So let's just eat it, but $8.99. Oof. I don't know if I'll get it again. Anyway. You know, I usually avoid watching or listening or reading to other people's reviews of things before I do them because I don't really want to be affected by what other people think. I want to go in with like a fresh state of mind. But I was on Reddit earlier today and I saw a thread basically saying like chili cheeseburgers out. And there were a couple people in there that said, oh, I got it. It's great. I love it. This is a hit, blah, blah, blah. Basically really praising this chili cheeseburger. And I can't get behind it. It's fine. It's obviously good quality. It's Whataburger. That's one thing they do well is that their burgers are good quality and they're pretty fresh usually. And they're great. But the chili I don't really like very much. It's a strong kind of onion forward chili, which is fine with me. But it has kind of just like, that's it. It's got an onion taste. It doesn't taste very strongly of chili, if that makes sense. It tastes more oniony. It tastes more like an onion, like they just like cut up ground beef and put some onion in it. It doesn't have a really strong like chili, and it has no spice. There's no chili spice. And I know that I talk about spice a lot and I talk about my tolerance and spice and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But chili's got to have a little bit of spice. Otherwise, what's the point? You know, it's got to have a little bit of that flavor. And this just doesn't have it. It really just tastes like mainly like onions, which is fine. But it's just not what I want from a chili cheeseburger. I expect a little bit of flavor, a little bit of kick. Not a lot, just a little bit of something. And it's just not here. I appreciate the corn chips, the Fritos. That's nice. A little bit of crunch is always good to add on a burger. That's why people add lettuce and tomato, to get a little bit of that crunch, even though many people don't like it, because it's just a texture thing. And the Fritos do help in that respect. I think that this burger, the way it's put together is fine. I think it's a good idea. Good concept. It's been done many times before. It's not like it's new. Chili cheeseburgers, that's a thing that's been around forever. And they got the format right, but I don't think they got the chili right. Again, it's not bad. I wouldn't say I hated it or anything, but I would say that I wouldn't consider it an improvement. I feel like I would rather just have a regular Whataburger with cheese or, you know, the OG patty melt. Otherwise, you know, I just don't want to get the chili burger again because the chili is just not hitting the way I want it to, I guess. It's fine. It's just kind of boring. It's kind of bland. When I get a chili cheeseburger, I want a little bit of pizzazz, and I'm just not getting that. And I also want to relay a little story real quick because I try to keep impartial in my mind. I feel like I'm impartial, but I had to wait over 30 minutes for this burger. I went inside and ordered it. I didn't go to the drive-thru. I went inside, ordered it. It was busy, don't get me wrong, so I understand, and I know Whataburger makes their stuff fresh and stuff like that. I think anybody who's been in Texas and ordered Whataburger knows you got to usually wait at least like a solid 10 minutes, maybe 15. 20, you're kind of pushing it, but I had to wait 30, and they're not that busy. They're busy, don't get me wrong, but they're not that busy. It's not an understaffing issue. I'm very patient and like I want to be nice towards people working in fast food because I've done it before. It's a hard, thankless job that doesn't pay well. I understand that. I I have a lot of patience for fast food. I don't mind waiting most times, but everybody has their limit. And for me, it was 30 minutes of sitting there just staring at, like, I try to avoid staring at them because I don't, I feel bad because when I work and people watch me work, then suddenly I feel horrible and I get really bad anxiety about people watching me. So I don't watch them. But after about 25 minutes, I had to turn and just kind of stare at them and kind of like give the inquisitive eye, like, is this going to come out anytime soon? Because I see other people getting food, but not me. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, after 30 minutes, it eventually came out, and it's fresh. Don't get me wrong. They didn't like make it and forget about it. It's just insane to me that it took 30 minutes, even though they have a solid like 9 or 10 people working back there. Again, it's not an understaffing thing. I would understand if that was the case. But it's just some kind of management thing, I have to assume, where they're just not doing the orders the way they probably should. But anyways, that's besides the point. I just wanted to bring that up because I did come into this, like when I got out of the Whataburger and into my car, kind of in a bad mood because I had to sit there and wait 30 minutes. But I promise you, I'm not going to let that, I did not let that affect the review, but I wanted to put it out there, a bit of disclosure in case you think maybe it did, because who knows, everything goes through the brain. It could be that it's affecting me and maybe I'm rating this lower because I'm annoyed, but I don't think so. I think that what I'm saying is what I mean. I just wanted to put that out there. So again, the chili burger, it's all right. It's just kind of not really worth paying extra for, and the chili, it's just kind of bland chili. It's not that great. So I will give it a 3 out of 5 because it's solid. If you want to try it, go ahead. If you're somebody who likes to try new things like me, sure, it's worth trying one time, but I don't think anybody would really get this again. Again, I could be wrong though, because as I said, there were 2 people in Reddit who said that they loved it and it's a hit, blah, blah, blah. So there's a chance you might love it. For me, the chili just is not hitting the way it should for a $9 burger. And if I go to Whataburger again, I'll just get a patty melt because I know that that's good every time. That's consistently the best, and it has been for a long time. So if you're somebody who doesn't go to Whataburger and wants to try it, I suggest the patty melts. But if you want to try new things, it's okay, but it's just a 3 out of 5. It's expensive, and it's just not worth the extra cost for a kind of bland chili. So that's Whataburger's Chili Cheeseburger, and I will see you all next time.